Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is part 2 of our conversation on what?
Marriage.
Previously in part 1.
I cannot afford to do all of this again.
No, it's
Weddings
stressful.
are not cheap.
When you get into marriage and you then start living with that person, if you haven't been living with them before, you then kind of see things that you can't walk away from.
Once you make that vow and you say you're going to spend the rest of your life with somebody, that's it.
Yeah.
Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing okay. If you watched part 1, I don't think I'm going to have to do a long intro on this one. Just stay tuned and enjoy the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share. One other thing that I'm thinking about, I wanted to talk about, is if you're not ready, if you don't know yourself, you don't know what you're about, and you're still trying to figure out yourself, being with somebody else is like, for me personally, being in a relationship is the hardest thing I've ever done, because it's not about you. It's about both of you. You have to constantly think about the other person, okay? And imagine when you're figuring out who you are. You don't know who you are yet. It's very hard for you to now go and be dating somebody, because you're getting to know who you are, but at the same time you have to compromise yourself to be with that person. So one of the things that I think is the issue why people are breaking up or divorcing today is because people go into it not knowing who they are. I don't know what you guys think about it.
I agree.
I completely agree. I remember when I did when we did our premarital counselling, deep down, like I thought, okay, yeah, we could just ask a few questions, do a few exercises. And I went in there with the intention of never wanting to get deeper than what I wanted to. Yeah. And it was literally like we had maybe 3 or 4 sessions left to go. And my pastor, he called him, normally we'd meet together. Yeah. But he called a meeting with me separately and with my wife separately. Yeah. And he was just like, we need to talk. Because I feel like
You just hate that.
Yeah, because I feel like there's something that you're withholding that you're not wanting to get deep. And I thought I could get through the whole session without doing that. Yeah. And after we finished our premarital counselling, I had to go and have personal counselling. Wow. Because I realised that I needed to be the best or an acceptable version of myself. Exactly. I can't come into a marriage with my own baggage and expecting Rachel to take that on as well. Exactly. And in going to counselling, I had to also be honest with Rachel, like, yo, this is what I'm dealing with. Yeah. But I'm working on it. Like you need to be the best possible version of yourself. Going into marriage.
And this channel is about helping you become the best version of yourself.
But a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people aren't realistic, which is what we were saying earlier on. People aren't realistic with themselves, let alone with their partners. So they're going in with all this baggage, and then you're wondering why things aren't working, or why you guys can't get through this issue and blah blah blah. And it's so about just being real with yourself. I think for me, I think I was really lucky because I didn't know myself at all.
Wow. How old were you when you got married?
I was 24. Wow. But my husband is just she's laughing at me. Don't laugh at me like that.
Alright, stop laughing. It's not funny.
You didn't have to make that comment about being her age. Sorry, it's alright.
The way she laughed at me.
Exactly. You don't look young either, I know how old you are.
I look younger.
I know how old you're going to be in June.
So, but I was really lucky in the respect that my husband just gave me the freedom.
Shout out to Kay. Hey, Kay.
My G.
So just because we said your husband's name now, you're thinking about him.
She loves Kay.
Oh,
she loves
this
him.
is what we want, guys. This is what we want.
he gave me the space to find myself and still be married. But I think it's because we had our friendship there to fall back on. Like sometimes being married kind of had to not go on a back burner because we always knew we were married to each other, but the friendship had to come through. So
Question.
Yeah.
Is there an age gap between the two of you?
Yes.
Because I feel like not everybody would give you that space
not
to
at
grow.
all, which is why I said I was really lucky with it. But and it depends on your partner as well. I mean, the best thing really is for you to know yourself before you go into a marriage. Because, but if you don't, and your partner is willing, you have to have a serious talk so that he knows what you're going through and what you're dealing with and stuff like that. And if your partner can give you the space, you know, within the boundaries of marriage to find yourself, then yeah, go for it. I mean, you know, don't go wild and, you know, I went wild and, but yeah, like if you can find yourself with your partner, then even better, because you guys get to have those memories together. You get to go through, like, I can look back and say, oh my gosh, look where we were and look where we are now, you know, and we've been together in total for 17 years.
Hallelujah!
Just 17 years of my life that he's been there, and we've able to work through and you know, push through stuff and issues and things like that. And yeah, it's amazing to do that with somebody, but you know, the ideal situation, I guess, and I think there's still a part of you that will still get to know yourself while you're married, because you take on a different persona as a wife, as a husband. So there's still that part of you that will be finding yourself through marriage, but I guess the majority of it you find before you are married, so that you're not going in trying to find yourself and, you know, going wild. And if you lived with your parents before, oh, I'm not under my mum's roof anymore, just wilding out. And
I think so. I just wanted to say, I think it's important. Let me just fix this.
Thanks.
This thing. Oh my God! I'll give you space. Are you done?
What I was gonna say, just to pick up something important that you said about friendship. Yeah. Like, it is so important for you to be like, me and my wife, we were friends long before.
I know.
Yeah. Like, I think we've been friends longer than we have been married, and I love that.
Yeah.
Like, because as you said, sometimes love is enough. Sometimes, do you know what I mean? The sex can be great, but sex can only go up to a certain point.
Yeah. I'm a virgin, guys. I don't talk about stuff like that.
Anyway. What I'm saying is, like, it is so important to be friends with your spouse. Yeah. Like, just be able to do stuff.
So when you're in a relationship before you get married, build a friendship with that person.
Yeah, so it's just because being married isn't, sometimes it's not just enough. Like, doing the actual marital things, like,
it's
what are the marital things?
Sex.
It's sex. That's it. I mean, because before all you've done is just sign a piece of paper. Yeah. But the only technical marital things are sex. Yeah. And once that's done, like, that's what separates us from everyone else. Like being friends. Like, it's about being able to talk to each other as friends, go out, just being each other's company. Like, that is so important to be friends. Otherwise, you've just got a friend, not even a friend, just someone with benefits.
Exactly, friends with benefits.
I mean, the benefits are nice. You know?
Guys, I'm not married yet. So take it easy on me, okay? Another thing I wanted to talk about is the fact that I feel like another reason why people are divorcing now is because people are under pressure to get married. So it's because obviously, like, I remember when I finished my first degree before doing my master's, literally one of my aunties was like, now that you finish your studies, when are you getting married? Like, you're expected to get married. So people just rush.
Is that a black thing, or is that like everyone?
I think it's definitely an African thing, because I can relate with my friends. I don't know about Caribbeans, but I can relate with my friends. A lot of them literally
I think it's an everyone thing, no matter what kind of race, wherever you're from, because like life always follows some sort of trajectory. Exactly. Like, you go to school, you go to uni, you go married, and then children. But I feel like even though it's universal, I think it's heightened even so much more in the black community. But I mean, even in the Asian community as well. They might looking to marry you off. Like, they've got people lined up for you.
Exactly.
Like, you're going to marry your cousin or do this. And, I mean, but
I mean, if it works, it works. But
but I feel like it's a universal thing. But it's a universal thing, but it is heightened in certain communities.
But I think I was saying that because of that, people, they rush into relationships and they rush to get married. Okay, so it's almost like when you're not in a relationship, you're single. The best thing you should be doing is getting to know yourself.
Yeah.
Loving yourself, because guess what? You can't love anybody else if you don't love yourself. You have to get to know you, what you like, what you don't like. When you're single, that's what we're supposed to be doing, getting to know ourselves. But most people out there, when they're single, they're busy looking for the next place to go to find a relationship. People are not spending time with themselves. They're not in. Listen, being single is the best thing ever. Like, when I got into a relationship, I was like, I miss being single, because you can just get up, go and do. You don't have to think of a man. I don't have to think about why he's eating. I don't have to think about him calling me. I just have to go and live life. So that's another thing. I feel like when people are single, get to know yourself, spend time with you, love yourself, treat yourself, go out, cook, just have fun and get to know who you are. Because once you go into that relationship, there's no longer time for you. So because people are doing that, some people are just like, I need to be in a relationship, I need to find a guy, I need to find bae. Where's bae at? So you're just looking for the next person that you're going to be dating, and you're not spending time with you. And then you start dating, you fall in love, you focus on that feeling of falling in love. Oh, he loves me. And then you not get married. And then when he cheats on you, you want to divorce.
That's my thing as well. Like, love isn't a feeling. It isn't. Like, love is an action.
Yeah. It's a decision as well.
It's definitely a decision. And it's back to what you said, something very much earlier about what we bring to a relationship. Like, and expectations, that was it. Like, you can't come into a relationship expecting the other person to do stuff for you. It needs to be what you bring to this and what you can do for the other person. It's about service.
Exactly.
It's about service. And the thing is that if your spouse feels the same way, you're gonna be helping each other out.
Exactly.
Because if I'm thinking about how I'm gonna help you and you think about how you're gonna help me, every man's being helped. Yeah. True. Every man's being served.
Yeah. So what do you think? What do you think about people rushing into marriage and not spending time to get to know themselves? And do you think it's true? Do you think it's true?
It is true to some respect, because, you know, like you said, we've got pressures from outside, and people think that being married is the next step. So you finish uni, you get your job, you start your career, now it's time for marriage. And actually, life is not like that anymore. Maybe it was at one stage, but it's definitely not like that anymore. I think, and being single, like you said, has so many benefits. Like, you know, you get up and go and stuff like that. And I think being married and being single, they both have their advantages and disadvantages. And while you're in whatever situation you're in, just enjoy it.
Exactly.
Enjoy it. Don't think that the grass is greener on the other side, because actually it might not be. And when you rush into a situation, that might not be the situation for you. In which case, guys, you then make mistakes along the way, and sometimes you make mistakes which you can't undo, and mistakes that, you know, yes, you can try and or come back from, but, you know, and we've all made mistakes along the way. You may say things, you know, if you rush into relationships, sometimes you don't have that same respect for that person either, and so you kind of lose a little bit of the friendship and stuff like that. And, you know, it's just best to wait until you're ready, until you find that person that, you know, gives you butterflies, or that person that doesn't give you butterflies but you respect, and, you know, you want to be around all the time, and just don't rush it. Just enjoy where you are and what you're doing, because it's the best thing for you at that time.
I love it. That was like a really good one. So just to round it off, we talked about counselling.
Yes.
So not just marital counselling, but is it premarital?
Yeah, premarital.
Premarital.
So it just needs to be something that's continued.
Exactly. So when you're in a relationship, don't feel like you have to wait to get married, or you have to wait for, you know, to propose, or for the guy to propose before you go and see a counsellor. No. Once you start dating, find a counsellor, which is going to help you actually to save time, whether you should continue with the relationship or not. So premarital counselling, marriage counselling, and even after.
Yeah, it's the same way how when you get a car, like, you have to do the MOT and the servicing. Like, why would you not do that with?
Exactly.
This is your life we're talking about.
Exactly.
Like, the biggest investment you'll make.
It doesn't have to be based around church either. For those people that don't go to church, you can find counselling.
Definitely,
for anyone. You know, just a counsellor. There are loads of counselling services. You can Google them and find them. And that offer relationship counselling, and that offer marriage counselling, and then the after marriage counselling as well. And if you need counselling by yourself as well, there are loads of places that can offer that for you.
Definitely.
Thank you. And then we talked about getting to know yourself before you get married. Enjoy being single. Like, it's the best thing. If you're watching this video and you're single right now, girl, have fun and enjoy it. Don't let anybody pressure you to be in a...
you know.
Speak for the guys.
I'm just saying.
Can I finish my sentence?
Okay, no, but I feel like you were going to talk about the guys.
Well, anyways, if you're a guy or a girl and you're single, enjoy it, because it's going to be the best moments of your life, because you're going to discover who you are. You're going to get to know you, what you like. And I also think when you get to know yourself, it helps you narrow down the amount of people you date, because once you know who you are, you know what to say yes to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you know what?
Look at me.
You don't want no trash.
No.
Who wants trash?
Nobody. So get to know yourself and enjoy it. And then once you're in a relationship and you're about to get married, please, that vow till death do you part is serious. Don't just run away when you have the biggest issue. I'm not married, but I almost got married, and I've got my friends here that are married to back me up. But before you actually walk down the aisle, think about what you're about to do. Let's value marriage. It's actually a beautiful thing. I know we've spoken about it, but it's actually an amazing thing to be in a relationship or to be married, to always know that you have somebody that has your back. It's a beautiful thing, but it's not a walk in the park either. So let's value marriage a bit more and enjoy it.
Value yourself as well.
Huh?
Value yourself. Because you go into that thing with the wrong person, it's hell.
Yeah.
So if you put value on yourself, you won't want to rush it. You want to find the best for you, because and you'll want to be the best for that person as well. I think that's really important.
One more thing you gotta say before I end the video.
I love you, Rachel.
Ah!
I got 10 points.
Edam. What's the other one? Cheddar. What's the other
this
one?
one who got
Brie.
butterflies. Whatever. I love you, babe.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in my video and watching it. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, tell a friend to tell a friend. I will see you in my next video. Take care for now. God bless. Mwah. Bye.
See ya.